Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. We are so happy to have you with us for this week's Explore Tulsa. So, Stevie, I'm guessing that Valentine's Day is one of your two favorite holidays.
Heck no, that just costs me money. But February 16th is Do a Grouch a Favor Day. Grouch hunting is a lot of fun. And I also love Hootie Hoo Day.
Hootie Hoo Day? What in the world is that?
Every February 20th, all of us who are tired of winter go out at noon, wave our hands in the air and chant, Hootie Hoo, Hootie Hoo.
Well, March 20th marks the first day of spring, and it won't be long before we're out enjoying outdoor events like Broken Arrow's Rooster Days.
Well, but until then, we learn all about its beginnings by spending time at the Broken Arrow Historical Society's museum in downtown VA.
Broken Arrow has always been a town to be proud of. When we were being formed, one of the reasons we're in this location is because this is where the railroad and depot were going to be. There was a town located near here called Elam, but when it was found out that this is where the railroad was coming through, everybody picked up and moved here. Another interesting part of our history is our name. It comes from the Creek Native Americans, so we have a long history as part of Oklahoma, but also of Indian Territory. Well, when you step off our elevator and enter our second floor gallery, which is focused on Broken Arrow history, one of the first things you'll see is the Childers Log Cabin. And that was originally in Broken Arrow since the 1850s. So that really takes you back in time and allows you to see how families lived in our area. All the logs were hand cut and put together, and it's just a beautiful place to look at to see how our families lived. A family lived in that cabin until the 1940s. And as you move around the museum, you will see an area for the Creek Indians where we received our name. You'll see a merchant area, so you can go back in time and see many of the merchants that came here and had businesses on Main Street and in the surrounding area. You'll see the history of our two oldest banks, AVB and First National. And as you swing around, you'll learn a bit about the Broken Arrow schools and how we've had a school here since 1904. You'll learn a little bit about our police and fire. And of course, you'll learn about Rooster Days, which is the oldest, longest running festival in the whole state of Oklahoma. And then we take a look at the Broken Arrow citizens who have served in our military. And of course, you wouldn't learn about Broken Arrow unless you learned about our early history of coal and cotton. In our downstairs, we have our first floor exhibit hall, and this is just a great asset for us because 2 to 3 times a year we're able to change out the exhibits in there. Currently, we have the Green Country Watercolor Society exhibit, which are local artists that take time to meet and learn more about their craft, but they also paint and have shows. Other exhibits we've had in there, we've done dedications to the Broken Arrow Public Schools, we've had other artists, and of course our annual Christmas tree exhibit where organizations and businesses come in, put together a tree, and at the end of the exhibit they're donated to Broken Arrow neighbors to put in the homes of families in our community. The visitors to our museum, whether they're families or just a group of friends, they all find something they can relate to. You look inside the log cabin and you see the bed. Well, it's not like today's bed, it's a rope bed. Or you might be walking around and you'll see Rooster Days and you'll think, oh, I remember when I was a child and I went to Rooster Days, and you will see some of the old pictures. Or you'll go to the school exhibit and see, well, they had football players and homecoming queens, but the crown for the homecoming queen then was a leather football helmet. So you'll see how things have changed, but they're still the same. So it's great to see that twinkle in people's eye with that recognition of our history. Well, first it's important because the museum itself is located in the heart of the Rose District. And what's great about the Rose District is it's really helped bring life to the area of Main Street, but it also ties us back to our history. In the 1920s, we were known throughout the country as the City of Roses. People came here, businesses planted roses right out front of their businesses, homes had roses. And so to see that come back to life in the city of Broken Arrow is just exciting, and we're just happy to be just a small part of it.